Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. I'm Ryan Boland. Thank you all for joining me. So, a father in Palousca, Missouri, is being charged for allowing his 16-year-old son to engage in sex with a school teacher. Now, we're going to get right into this article, but suffice is to say that this father is only contributing to the problem that already exists. He's only contributing to it and making it worse. Let's get right into this article. Yeah, he's only making the situation worse. You're not making it better. You're making it worse. Prosecutors charged a man for allegedly permitting his 16-year-old son to have sex with his high school math teacher in Palousca County, Missouri. The father, who was not identified to protect the victim, has been charged with endangering the welfare of a child, KRCG reported Thursday. Wow. Meanwhile, the teacher was identified as Haley Nichelle Clifton Carmack, 26. 26. This woman is 26, whom police said Monday was arrested on Friday in Garden Ridge, Texas. And as you guys see with the clickbait, she's very attractive. She's very attractive. But that is no excuse for permitting such horrible sexual activities. There's no excuse for that whatsoever. I'm going to get into that in my commentary. It says, the article goes and said, the Garden Ridge Police Department detailed the case on Friday, January the 5th, 2024. JRPD Garden Ridge Police Department was contacted about a fugitive from justice who was suspected of fleeing the state of Missouri to a home in Garden Ridge. Members of the department acted on an information, and without incident, Haley, the school teacher, was arrested on outstanding warrants of family offense, endangering welfare of a child, statutory rape, second degree, sexual contact with student, and child molestation, fourth degree child. Clifton Carmack was booked into the Como County Jail, awaiting extradition back to Missouri. And it all goes and say, per the KRCG article, court papers said a witness told the father about the sexual abuse between the teenager and the woman, but the father apparently already knew that the two were allegedly engaged in a, quote, sexual relationship. The man reportedly had students act as, get this part, the man reportedly had students act as lookouts when the pair allegedly met for sex during school, the KRCG report said. An image appears to show the father involved in the case along with additional photos of the teacher. And you can see that in the article. Yeah, it's crazy. It says, according to the documents, when the witness went over to the father's house, the father was on the phone with Clifton Carmack. When the witness told the father they were going to come forward with the information, he responded by telling them, quote, they are going to do it behind my back, so I might as well let it happen. He also reportedly told a witness he would lie for his son if he had to. Makes me wonder if the father himself was doing the bumpity bump with the teacher or wanted to do the bumpity bump with the teacher, because clearly he doesn't seem to care. A detective working on the case reportedly said the father knew about the pair's alleged relationship, but covered for them. And then the article goes on to say this teacher had run-ins before with the law. I mean, it's crazy. His teacher had run-ins before with the law. So, yeah. That's the end of that article right there. Yeah, man. That's crazy. But what I want to say here is simply this. As I said in the introduction video, this father is only contributing to the sexual abuse of minors that's already taking place in this country. It's bad enough that we have parents pushing and encouraging their little preteen sons and daughters with these transgender stuff. You got the schools pushing it, and you have parents like, rah, 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 that's cool. And they're pushing these young kids, these babies basically, to have these injections put, in their bodies that will alter their bodies for the rest of their life. And that's a sad, horrible, inexcusable mentality to have for a parent. because you're the parent. You're basically like the last line of defense for these kids. And if the parents, if the parents is okay with it, then where do you go? If the child decides to get help, where do they go? Mommy and dad is not helping me. I mean, what does a child do? And let me say this. Somebody may argue and say, especially as men, I've heard men do this, and I get it. I get it on that front. But some men may argue, well, she's very attractive. Like I said, with the clickbait picture that you see, she's very attractive. And usually those teachers are, particularly when they're females. They're very attractive. Men and young boys are attracted by what they see. It's a natural part of their makeup, their biological makeup. They're attracted by what they see. So quiet as it may be kept, a lot of males excuse this kind of action because, hey, isn't it any boy's dream to want to, fool around with his school teacher, especially if she's pretty? Listen, that may be true. I've had crushes too on female teachers. I've had crushes too as a teenager on female teachers. Oh my God, my God, my God. And man, I could share some things with you. I didn't do anything right, okay? But I can share some things with you that gave me some indication that this female teacher was trying that with me. Now, as a male as a teenager whose hormones are all over the place, I was finding that kind of cool. But at the same time, there was something within me that was saying, this is not right. Now, what if something had have happened between me and this teacher, right? What if something had to happen that would have had an effect on me for the rest of my life? And this is what this school teacher and the father fails to look at. You're basically abusing this boy psychologically, not physically, but psychologically, because that can carry with him for the rest of his life and cause him to have a misinterpretation of females. That's how it should always be, because he's just a kid, 16 years old. And so when you have parents that encourage this kind of activity, it makes things a whole lot harder and difficult for true activist groups, all right, activist groups that are pushing for morality and common sense, to try to dispel this kind of stuff, to try to get rid of this kind of nonsense. It makes it a whole lot harder for them. It's bad enough you got school, like I said, it's bad enough you have politicians pushing this kind of stuff, but now you have, parents doing it. Is really, really bad. I think that the father should also be held responsible, legally responsible, and I think that he should do some time. Making a comment, well, they're gonna do it anyway behind my back. So they're gonna do it behind my back. So I might as well let them do it anyway. Really? Are you serious? Like I said earlier, I can't help but wonder, did the father want to do some little, bumping and grinding with this teacher himself? I know he's seen the teacher. You know what I mean? Like, can we trade up or something and keep this hush hush? This shows you where our country is morally. People tell me all the time, well, if the things ain't worse than they used to, man, you what world you live in? Ever since the 60s, our country has become increasingly immoral. Ever since the so-called counterculture revolution, America has become increasingly immoral. Because we didn't want prayer in the schools because we don't want nobody praying. It's just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't want to do it. Like praying is going to kill you. You don't believe in prayer? Don't pray. Say, I don't believe in prayer. I'm an atheist. Okay, I respect that. But this person isn't an atheist. That person isn't an atheist. That person is okay, fine. I respect that. But to get rid of prayer completely out of the schools, that's stupid. That's stupid. Because you got a myriad of people that want to get prayer. So we got rid of prayer. We got rid of the belief of right and wrong. Right? Prayer, right and wrong, creation, replace it with evolution. Oh, well, we just highly evolved animals. So there's no such thing as right or wrong. You teach kids this, what do you think they're going to do? And then the kids go home and the parents they don't go to church. They don't have any spirituality. They don't have any real morals. All of that was removed after the counterculture revolution. Because part of the counterculture revolution was designed to destroy the family. And that it did successfully. In both black and white families. Not just black families. People just keep talking about it's the black family. No, it ain't just the black families. It's the white families too. Okay, it's all families. It was designed by the CIA and its Tavistock Institute from Great Britain to completely fracture the moral fabric of this country, and it worked. It was all by design. So we're seeing the results of what happened in the so-called countercultural revolution. We're seeing it. Now we got parents like this guy. Well, they might well do it anyway. They're going to do it anyway. So I ain't gonna say, I might as well go ahead and let them do it, you know. They're going to do it behind my back anyway, so I might as well let them go ahead and do it. Is that the answer that a father should have? Is that the answer a father should have? I would have to argue, no, it should not be. It should not be. Have some sense of morality. Have some sense of standards, bro. Take a stand. I don't care how pretty she is. What she did was wrong. And so is his father. So that's what I had to say about that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and see you again.